What's going on, guys? It's your favorite mortgage lender, Abdel Kwame, Got Mortgages. And once again, the Federal Reserve has decided to pause on any interest rate cuts or interest rate hikes as expected. A lot of different economic uncertainties that we are going to really dive into, kind of see how has the month of June been kind of phasing out, and what do we really think is going to be the expectations as we continue to monitor the producer price index, the consumer price index that we just saw prior last week, to now obviously monitoring what personal consumption expenditure report is going to be and all that stuff, right? So again, a lot of different economic uncertainty. Once again, the Federal Reserve decided, as I had mentioned, to keep their federal funds rate unchanged, right? Didn't really come too much as a surprise, right? We know that they really want to stick at that 4.25 to 4.5 price range. Inflation is obviously still such a major concern. So is obviously unemployment. We're making a really big conscious effort to obviously continue walking this little bit of what I say tightrope on just what's going to be the Fed, right? What are they essentially looking to do? Are we going to see some potential changes in their stance? Is the Fed going to, say, hey, we're honestly, enough is enough, right? We think that the market is going to potentially change. We really just don't know, right? And if we kind of take a look at this again, also on the home construction side, we know that there was obviously a little slowdown, right? Builder confidence dropped to 32, the lowest since 2012. Obviously, high interest rates, tariffs, economic uncertainty. Housing starts have dipped a little bit to about 10%. Permits are starting to drop. Retail sales obviously also dropped in May, down about 0.9%, 2 months in a row, right? Jobless claims, again, do continue to remain elevated. And then again, we know that the coming weeks, we have the upcoming PCE report, right? And some of the changes that we have when we talk about that. So kind of getting right into it, I do want to dive a little bit further and even deeper. And when we look at this stuff, is the Fed going to potentially change their stance when we talk about interest rates, and we just talk about the true cumulative nature of the market, right? Do I personally think that they will? Honestly, probably not. I think things are going to continue remaining a little bit sticky until we start seeing a little bit of an idea of just what their stance is going to be. If tariffs do come in, or some of the changes of what we're seeing, right? Still kind of waiting. I think 90-day mark will hit next month. But again, bottom line on this, Fed remains committed to its dual mandate, price stability, and promoting maximum employment. Again, achieving both goals simultaneously is going to be challenging. We know that. As I said, home builder confidence dropped to 32, right? The lowest it's been since the start of the year. And again, seeing that it's the lowest that it's been since 2012. We do know, like I said, housing permits, the one positive motion, 5.4% up on the completion month over month, which is great, kind of giving a little bit more inventory. We do know building permits usually tend to kind of lay down a little bit on this time of the year, but we'll see how that goes. Retail sales did again slowly slow down, did jump up 1.5% in March, and obviously seeing a little bit of a slower approach on that. And then, of course, the upward trend when we talk about jobless claims and some of the changes, right? So really, not really too much positive news, but again, I think everything is just kind of in that limbo phase of what is going to be the expectation as inflation continues to wane down. We are seeing interest rates start to kind of dwindle down just a little bit. Could this be just enough for us to obviously start seeing some of the lower interest rate marks of what we want to see? We'll definitely tune in, catch you guys next time, and hopefully give you guys a little bit more update. Talk to you guys soon.